So now I'm going to transfer this design to my rubber. And I've printed off 2 copies so that I have one for reference as I'm carving, and the other one I've cut out along the outer edges. And my design is just slightly smaller than this rubber, even though I designed it to the measurements that were on the packaging. I didn't actually measure the rubber, so it's always good to measure and make sure that your design is the right size. Otherwise you end up with just a little bit on either side that doesn't have any print on it. So this is a laser print of my design, and I'm going to transfer it with heat to my rubber. Now there are a lot of different ways to get a design onto the rubber. You can freehand it with a pencil or a pen. You can trace a design and then put it onto the rubber and rub it very gently to transfer the graphite. You can use transfer paper. But this is the very lazy way to do it, and that is to do the design on the computer and then transfer it down. Now you'll notice that I have a positive of my design, but when I turn it over, it's going to turn into a negative, and that's the right thing, because then when I pull the print and peel it off, it will be positive again. I hope you followed that. And I have here a warm, not hot iron, and I'm just gently going to put it onto my rubber. And let the heat transfer the toner onto the rubber. Now this might take a couple passes, but you can just kind of peek and see if it transfers. And if it hasn't, try again. So this might take a little time. I'm going to do it off camera, and I'll come back and show you the transfer design when it's all done. So here's my rubber after I've done about 10 minutes of heat and transfer. And you can see it's not a perfect process, but there is enough information here for me to pencil in my design and show me where I should be cutting and where I should be leaving the rubber alone. These lines, where it's dark, are going to be where I leave the rubber alone, and where it's light, I'm going to be cutting away. So I might do a little penciling in just to be sure that I have nice solid lines where I need to be cutting. And I have my extra print as a reference. I can also, for sections of this that I really want to get some clear detail, like these flowers didn't transfer very well, I can cut sections of the design and lay it down and match up to the other sections, and then slide a piece of tracing paper or whatever underneath. So little by little, I'm going to get my design laid in, and when it's ready to cut, I'll come back and let you take a look at it. Here's my design on the rubber and the design that I was working from. And you can see that the design on the rubber has a lot more of a hand-drawn feeling to it, because I went in and filled in the lines that were missing after I did the heat transfer. And so it's taken on a slightly less than perfect look, and that's exactly what I was hoping for, because I really don't want my carved stamp design to look as perfect and pristine as this. I want it to feel as though it's been done by hand, and going in and drawing, redrawing the lines with ink by hand has started that process. So now this is ready to carve.